Well, hello, and welcome back to the Midwest Building Decarbonization Coalition Meet the Board series. I am Marnice Jackson, and I am the Executive Director of the Midwest Building Decarbonization Coalition. And our mission is to decarbonize the Midwest building sector by 2050. Our focus states are Indiana, Iowa, Illinois, Missouri, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan, and Ohio. And so Midwest BDC was founded in the first place to play a regional role and a strategic role of eliminating fossil fuels in buildings. And we got started back in 2019, yes, right before the pandemic happened. And we wanted to focus on doing this regional strategy around coalition building because indoor air quality plagues the Midwest. At a higher level. Actually, we are number 4 globally between Germany and another country. I have to get that which other country it is, but I think it's India. So the Midwest, the states that we're in, contributes the most to climate change by way of the buildings that we are residing in, going to school in, and working in. And so today, joining me is one of our board of directors, Eleanor, who is a community coordinator at Women Investing for Sustainable Economy WISE, where she facilitates event planning for a global network of women in sustainable and impact investing. She is also an environmental writer who work covering the energy transition. Has been published by the Payne Institute of Public Policy. Yay. Eleanor currently serves as the Indiana Now Board, where she has helped secure grant funding for voter registration, get out to vote initiatives, supporting organizations' broader mission of advancing gender equality and civic engagement. She previously served as the vice president and grants fundraising chair for Engineers for a Sustainable World in North Hampton, Massachusetts, where she managed technical projects as well as partnerships with businesses, community organizations, and local government. She is an alum of Northeast Indiana's AVOW program. She's passionate about helping fellow Hoosiers engage with climate, infrastructure, and development at the local level. So yes, I am excited to have Eleanor here. And she also holds a degree in engineering, comparative literature from Smith College, and will begin her MBA at Bard Graduate Program for Sustainability this fall. And so Eleanor, take a breather. How are you doing? Is there anything else you would like to say about you?
Thank you so much for having me. I would say that I've been really fortunate to get exposure to sustainability from a few different perspectives, from the experiences that you shared. But yeah, I'm just really excited to be on the board and supporting the work of the Midwest Building Decarbonization Coalition.
And thank you so much for joining the board. So, how did you get involved with Midwest BDC and why did you want to become a board member?
Yes. So essentially, I was just looking for different ways to volunteer. And so I was just sort of on the lookout for anybody in the local community who was doing environmental work. And that is how I came across Sheila Curry Campbell and the work that she was doing with the Midwest BDC. And so I started attending local meetings, and I found that they were an awesome way to stay aware of what's going on in the local community. And I found that a lot of the information that I gathered there, I was able to take and share myself. And I just found it really, really valuable. So I wanted to be involved.
I appreciate that. And shout out to Sheila. She has always been a pioneer for clean energy, energy justice, and of course, environmental justice. And with her being one of the inaugural board members, it's exciting to show and showcase her actually bringing people in to do the work and just actually being on the ground doing work. So shout out to Sheila. So I noticed that you do sit on some other boards. So tell me something people may not know about boards and how they contribute to an organization from your perspective.
Yes. So obviously, you have some of the well, you have the people who are part of the organization and do the work of the organization. And
Mhm.
as a board member, you are kind of supporting that work in ways that, a, a member who attends a once a month meeting might not be able to. So there are different committees that you can join, and you kind of make a little bit more of a commitment to dedicate your time and resources
Mhm.
to supporting their mission.
Yeah, it's like I noticed when I first became a board member of another organization, that's where, I got a lot of the professional back end of a nonprofit organization. And so I tell people, like, if you really want to get that community and also professionalism type of experience, which is also another gateway to joining like local government boards and things like that, I would say always just get on the board of a nonprofit of something that you really care about so you can learn the ins and outs, because a lot of people do want to start their own nonprofits, and I said this is a good way to learn like how to do all the nonprofit management stuff. What do you think about all of that?
Yeah, that was definitely something that
Mhm.
made me interested in joining a board potentially, because I saw it as a great learning opportunity, especially because I'm passionate about sustainability. So I was really zoned in on that. But also, like, just more generally, more broadly,
Mhm.
um, I thought that I would be able to gain skills and gain a perspective and gain experience that would serve me in other capacities.
Hmm. Right, right. It's kind of like a give and take. And so, what do you think? Well, how would you encourage someone to get on the board of directors?
So I would start by narrowing in on what you're interested in doing.
Hmm.
So what causes do you care about? What skills do you think that you have to contribute? And what skills would you like to learn in your role?
Hmm.
And then just start volunteering, and
Hmm.
you'll find if the organization is a good fit for you or not.
Hmm.
And like, just sort of by chance, there was an opening and a spot to apply. And so just stay on the lookout for opportunities.
Hmm. I agree. And I would say also just reach out to somebody like, hey, how do I get on your board? Somebody actually on our board did do that. Like, hey, put me on your board. And I'm like, okay, and I just watched them on the back end, like, okay, see the type of work that they were doing, the work ethic. I'm like, yeah, they probably be a good contribution to the board because it's work, right? It's not just
Yeah.
some type of hody toady role. Like you just like, okay, I'm just gonna sit here and boss my niece around. No, you gotta work too. It's bigger than and don't stress me out, Eleanor, please. And that's not even, it don't even seem like your personality type, but I'm just saying, I have to say it because it's like some people do get on boards and they're like, okay, let me just boss the executive director around and do some type of micromanaging type of thing. So I tell people like you have to be an added value, right?
Yeah,
Contribute to the board so the organization can grow, right? um,
definitely, definitely. Like, I would say before you start, like, you need to make sure you have the time in your schedule to like block in meetings, because most organizations at least meet quarterly, and then there are like meetings that pop up in between that. And then you also need like time to work on the deliverables. So I met somebody who was like, yeah, like, I get asked to be on a lot of boards, but I max out at two. So
mm,
that's all I really have time to contribute to.
I agree with that. I'm on 3, and I'm like, I need to step back. um, so, in your opinion, what do you wish people knew about energy and climate justice?
I would say that it's about well-being for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think a lot of times sustainability and environmentalism gets talked about from this perspective of like we're taking away things. You're going to be deprived. You're not going to get to eat this, and you're going to have to like give up your car. And I would like to see more people talking about it from a perspective of like what can we build? Like how does this add to your life?
Mm-hmm.
And I am hoping to be able to do more of that, you know, like breathing clean air is a major boost. Like who wouldn't want that? Like having a walkable you know, town, you know, being able to preserve your health by being able to get places, like decreasing traffic. Those are all good things.
Mm-hmm.
And I just I hope that people are going to be able to see that.
I agree. Unfortunately, we do have people who don't want to breathe clean air with the policies that they are totally, dismantling. But we're not gonna get into that. I honestly, that's what I think it boils down to. If you say it to them like that, you just really don't want to breathe clean air or have clean water, right? Or maybe they just have the privilege that they're just gonna, go into some type of bubble and they won't. The air quality won't reach them. I think that's what's gonna happen. I think that's in their mind. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all know who we're talking about. So outside of sitting on the board, going to grad school, working your day job, what do you enjoy doing? Are there some projects you're currently working on that you're excited to tell us about?
Yes. So I actually maintain a blog called Windmill View. It's a Substack. And I essentially focus on like local sustainability issues. So trying to, kind of gather this information that I already am, like I'm sort of already in the room for a lot of these conversations, whether it's like, city council meetings or whatnot. And it's things that I'm curious about. So trying to package that in a digestible way so that it can be shared with people is something that I've been working on.
Nice. And if you send it to us, we will definitely get it on the website and definitely put it in our newsletter to check out. So,
Okay,
um,
thanks. I'll send it over.
oh yeah, definitely. If you send it over ASAP, it can go into April's newsletter that's going to go out tomorrow. So
Okay.
just letting you know, yeah, I can put it in there, but we can always just amplify anything that's going on a listserv. So I thank you so much for sharing your passion about blogging. Of course, we would love to have you co-blog something with communications staff or even myself because I don't like blogging. And I know that's something that a life goal. I'll get on the podcast in a minute and talk, but just blogging it.
Oh my gosh. Because
I
this has
mean,
been like nerve wracking. Like, oh my
really?
God, what am I going to say? I was like talking to somebody else too. Because
Uh-huh.
with writing, you get to kind of like think about it before you put it out there. You can edit, but once it's out of your mouth, like that's the podcast.
You do have to watch what you say. Like, well, hold on, let me think about it. Let me think about it, because But yeah, it's just so writing. I just don't like writing, but I'll do it. I have to do it. So I wanted to say thank you so much for coming on. And despite you being nervous or not knowing what you're gonna say, you did great. You did
Oh,
great.
thank you.
I think the first time people do it, they get like, okay, I'm ready to come back. I'm like, okay, I'll put you in. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I think I'd be down to do more podcasting.
okay.
I actually did a radio show with my friend in college.
Okay.
And so it was like talking about celebrity gossip. But it's live. It's just like it's not getting like uploaded anywhere for people to like go back and listen to the episodes. So it's a really different vibe when you're just like in the basement somewhere, like talking.
Look, if it's on the internet, somebody's going back. I have pictures from decades ago, and I'm like, why is this picture still coming up? I thought I deleted it. So now, if it's on the internet, it's on the internet. So
definitely now, but I
yeah.
think there was like a sweet spot where it's just college radio. No one really cares about our like Real Housewives discussions.
What?
Maybe.
That sounds fun, actually. So, I mean, but you never know who may be listening. I would say that. So I think we do have to be careful what we say, especially in this world. Well, not for real. Like, I don't think trouble lasts always that long. I think this time in life is to ignite the activist and advocate in us, and just kind of like don't take no mess. I think that's what this is about right now. But people gotta find that for themselves. So I appreciate you tuning in today, and thank you for all the work and effort. Of course, you are more than welcome to come back. Just let me know, and I'll actually be like, hey, Eleanor, you want to come on again?
Yeah, maybe if there are like more local initiatives that we're working on, because I know that people did a lot of prep for Legislative Day. And I helped prepare the students before they like went off to speak. But I think whatever helps reach people, whatever helps get the message out there, I'd be happy to do.
Well, I appreciate that, and we definitely will keep you in mind, especially locally. I know I'm coming back to Indiana sometime soon, so okay, well, you have a wonderful day. And for those who are following us, follow us on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. We're on Blue Sky now. And this will be uploaded on YouTube to check Eleanor out. We do have some upcoming events coming up. So just visit MidwestBDC.org, MidwestDecarb.org to check out some events and upcoming trainings around Earth Day and building decarbonization. April is a very busy month for a lot of us environmental and climate justice activists, but hey, Earth Day is every day. So everyone have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next event.